Klinger Cooks. Today on Dawn Klinger Cooks, episode 3, Cajun chicken pasta. I have my ingredients prepared. I've got some fresh parsley from my garden, some bow tie pasta, some Asiago lime zest, some veggies. I've got some heavy cream. I've got some seasonings, some chicken breast. If you don't have Tony Chachere's or Old Bay seasoning, you can just make your own. And then here's the recipe today. And it comes with instructions. So we're gonna make this, it's gonna be 3 parts. You've got your pasta, your meat, and your sauce. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome to Dawn Klinger Cooks, episode 3. Today we're making a Cajun chicken pasta. Apparently we had a little snafu with the first segment. It was shot in slow-mo. So here's where we're at. Pasta has cooked with rolling boil. It took at least 10 minutes. It wasn't done. It took at least 10 minutes. Now I'm going to take it off. I'm going to strain it. I'm not rinsing it. You know, there's a lot of people think rinse it. Some people don't rinse it. I'm not rinsing this for this recipe. The next thing is I had already cooked my chicken and coated it in the Cajun seasoning with a tablespoon of butter. Now I'm going to put in the next tablespoon of butter. And I'm going to add the following. This is some lemon juice. I've got some bay leaves, some basil, some garlic, this is my basil from my girlfriend Rhonda in Corpus Christi, Texas. I've got some green pepper, I've got jalapeno pepper, and some onion. Now you can put in whatever kind of vegetables that you want. You could put in broccoli or tomatoes or green onions. Let me just say one thing about when you're preparing your ingredients. You want to keep everything the same size. Your chicken, same size, because it's going to cook evenly. Same with your mushrooms or whatever you decide, just make sure it's the same size of that one thing, like same size diced green pepper, same size mushrooms, because they're going to cook evenly. The other reason maybe is someone, you know, is a perfectionist or something. That's not happening here ever. Okay, so let's talk about, while this is cooking, we've got about 3 minutes on this. Let's talk about this while it's cooking. Let's talk about how I measured the bow tie pasta, or farfalle. In Italian, farfalle means butterfly. So I used a dry measure. This one is from my sister and Paul. It's also a dry measure. It's made out of recycled sugar products. And it's got a cool cube with all kinds of measurements on it. But that's how I measured the 2 cups of the farfalle. Let's also talk about how to measure for pasta. So they say, okay, how do you measure for pasta? Well, some people maybe have a circle on their pasta spoon. I don't. You can use a quarter to represent a single serving and pull out what you think is a quarter's worth, and then just go like this. And there you go, you've got a serving's worth. Then that one was called fettuccine. This one is called linguine. And same deal, this one is very rascal. Get a shot of rascal. Hey buddy. That's our cat, he's 20. All right, so this is linguine. This would be lovely with this recipe also. And then like I showed you with this quarter, that symbolizes a 1 serving. Okay, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Dawn Klinger Cooks. This next step, as I said before, This is a 3 parts dish. You've got your pasta, you've got chicken, and you've got a sauce. So this is 2 cups of dried bow tie pasta, or in Italian it's called farfalle. Farfalle in Italian means butterfly. So I'm just putting that into my water. It's a big boil, you know, and it's salted. So that's gonna cook for 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes to 10 minutes until it is al dente. The next thing that I have going on here is gonna be my pan. This is my cast iron pan that I use a lot. In it right now I have about a tablespoon of butter, and I have coated my chicken with the Tony Chachere seasoning. You can use Old Bay or Tony Chachere. And then I am going to add to that 6 minutes of this, and then add to it some fresh lime juice, some mushrooms, some garlic, a couple of bay leaves, and some basil. That's some Texas basil from my friend Rhonda in Corpus Christi. Then I've got some jalapenos, green pepper, onion. Hi, welcome back to Dawn Klinger Cooks. I'm Dawn Klinger. My videographer today is my husband, Roger Klinger. Hi, Roger.
Hi.
So the next stage that I'm doing here is my chicken has been cooked, my vegetables have been sauteed in here. I'm adding some heavy cream on a low heat. I'm gonna cook all of this till it's warmed, till it's heated thoroughly. I have another teaspoon of Creole seasoning. When this is done, I'm going to toss it with the bow tie pasta. In a lot of recipes, you may want to set aside some pasta water for starch, but I don't think I'm going to have an issue with this recipe because I had some lime juice, and well, anyway, I'm not gonna. I decided not to set aside the pasta starch for this recipe. Then I'm going to toss it in here. I'm going to plate it, and on the plate I'm going to use some fresh lime zest. I've got a very lovely Asiago Parmesan grated and some parsley from my herb garden. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Dawn Klinger Cooks. I have just added the Cajun chicken and vegetables to the bow tie pasta, and I'm going to toss this around. I'm going to let it sit here for a minute. Next, it's going to go in a platter. There's mushrooms and chicken and jalapenos and onion and garlic, bay leaves, basil. I'm going to serve this with some garlic bread. It's from, Publix garlic bread. It's good. And I'm just going to serve that with this when that's done. But let me finish here. So I've got some lemon zest. No, this is lime zest. I have some lime zest. I have some Asiago, grated Parmesan Asiago cheese. Smells very good, by the way. You can get a shot of me up here. It smells very good, by the way. Okay. And then also I'm going to top it with some of this parsley from my herb garden. And there you have it. It's a Cajun pasta and chicken, Cajun chicken pasta on Dawn Klinger Cooks. Be right back.